Moving on. Yesterday, we saw a lot of rain throughout the day.
Yeah, and we still have a lot of moisture in place thanks to that rain. So that's producing some fog this morning. Relative humidity values 90% and above in places like Albuquerque, Santa Fe, up to Los Alamos, Socorro 99%. That's where we have some dense fog right now, down to a quarter mile of visibility. So you'll use your low beam headlights if you head out and run into some fog this morning, especially in the Rio Grande Valley. The other big story, what you're going to notice when you step out the door first thing, are temperatures. They're 10 to 15 degrees cooler in central New Mexico. And take a look at the numbers. We're only sitting in the upper 50s right now. Usually we should be in the middle to upper 60s for the morning. 49 in Santa Fe and also in Las Vegas. 46 in Taos, 53 in Los Alamos, and 54 in Farmington. So grab a light jacket around the northern mountains and here in central New Mexico. The warmer locations, Clovis at 65 and it's 71 right now in Carlsbad. A wider view of what's going on this morning? Well, not too much. Our skies are clearing out, some leftover clouds in far eastern New Mexico and some light spotty showers in parts of Eddy and Lee County this morning. But outside of that, we're going to see a lot of sunshine as you head out the door for that early morning walk or run. A wider view of what's going on, the disturbance that passed through parts of New Mexico yesterday that produced all that rain in central and western New Mexico. Well, it's long gone. It's moving out in drier air. It's taking hold of our weather for today. So that means more sunshine, warmer temperatures, and only a slight chance for a few isolated storms this weekend, basically around the higher terrain and also in far eastern New Mexico along the New Mexico-Texas state lines. And then over on your Sunday, a slight chance for a few isolated storms. It is going to be much warmer for the second half of your weekend with the sunshine continuing. Then as you head back to work on your Monday, we'll see an increased chance for some hit or miss storms in central and western New Mexico. So here's the extended forecast for Durango, Pagosa Springs, and Cortez for today. Temperatures eventually climbing back into the low to mid 70s in Pagosa Springs and Durango. A high of 80 degrees in Cortez. A slight chance for an isolated storm this weekend. Then over to the Four Corners, temperatures into the lower 80s in Farmington, 79 in Gallup, 78 in Grant. So a little bit warmer than it was on your Friday with a mix of sun and clouds. And then over to the southwest, we had some heavy rain yesterday, but it's going to be a much different story today. We're going to see a lot of sunshine out there. Temperatures back into the middle to upper 80s to near 90 degrees in Las Cruces, 92 in Alamogordo. And then over to Roswell and Carlsbad, be back into the middle 90s, 92 in Roswell, 94 in Hobbs, 95 in Carlsbad. Only a slight chance for a leftover storm. And then into the northeast, looking pretty nice for anything that you have planned outside. Just a slight chance for a storm basically around the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, middle 80s in Raton, 75 in Mora, 90 degrees in Santa Rosa. And then over to the northern mountains, temperatures into the 70s and the 80s. 70 degrees in Red River, 73 in Angel Fire, 78 in both Taos and Santa Fe. And then over to the East Mountains, it's going to be a pretty nice weekend. Temperatures into the upper 70s, pretty comfortable, the lower 80s, and Edgewood 79 in Moriarty and Estancia. And then over to the metro, temperatures about 10 degrees warmer than they were yesterday, actually about 20 degrees warmer because yesterday we sat in the 60s pretty much the entire day. So then we'll be in the middle 80s today, which is more typical for this time of the year. And then as we head into Sunday, a lot more sunshine, temperatures warming up even more. And then by Monday and Tuesday, that's when we could see more rain moving into the metro with highs in the middle 80s. But Kayla, some areas on the west side picking up more than a half inch of rain, so beneficial rain once again for much of the state.
All right.